But if you were going to sell this property back then, were you going to lose money or were you going to break even?
So again, for my asking price, I was going to make some profit. I was looking to make maybe about $30,000-$40,000 in profit back then. But I needed, as a real, again, I did this deal on my own and didn't partner. So I had all the holding expenses that I was sustaining on my own, and I needed to unload the property rather quickly. So I either had it for sale at my asking price back then at 470, or I had it for lease, and the lease came first, and I'm like, okay, I'm not having to sustain all the expenses on my own. And the property's paying for the rent payments is actually paying for the loan payments and the taxes and the insurance on the property. I wasn't making any profit, but I knew that the property would continue to appreciate as it has today.
So how did you find that deal?
Actually, my partner, my spouse, he found it through a wholesaler where and the seller was very difficult to deal with or to get any financial information from, to see if what are the real expenses of this property.
What was the biggest challenge with this particular one?
Oh goodness. So it was an older building, a lot of deferred maintenance, and once you start breaking through the walls, skeletons start coming out, and it's like, oh, because initially we worked with a budget of 150, and then we actually ended up going over budget.
How much?
About $50,000 over budget. Yeah.
How do you create freedom and time for you to actually do something fun? What is that fun for you?
For me, is traveling. I love to travel. I love to go to a beach. So definitely this year, I've probably traveled every other month. So in November, I was in California. This month, I'm going to Colorado. And then the first week of January, I'll be going to a beach down in Mexico. So now it's every month.
So Maria, how many deals have you done in the 3 years that you've been a real estate investor?
So being that, I have my underwriting mindset, I do like to measure my risk. I don't do a lot of volume as far as deals go, but the deals that I do go in, I know that they're going to appreciate, just like the deals I shared. Yeah. So the past 3 years, I've done 8 deals.
How much money have you made from the beginning?
Goodness, over $1 million.
And who else would you like to thank you?
Definitely my partner, my life partner, my business partner, my husband. He's been my number one cheerleader, my advocate in anything I've ever wanted to do, in any new projects or dreams or goals I've wanted to pursue. He finds a way to support me and make it happen.
And would you like to say thanks to our network?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, the network, the group gave me the confidence, the knowledge, and the education to go in, as an investor, that, hey, all types of investing take risk. But when you have knowledge and you have education and you have support, you can take a calculated risk. And something that I've learned throughout my banking career, where I had to underwrite the loans, underwrite the collateral being the property, and underwrite the individuals, you measure risk. You analyze the risk and you look at it at different angles to make sure that you're setting up the customer for the best type of loan, and that they're going to be able to make those loan payments successfully. And taking all that knowledge of how I measure risk, what's the best type of financing depending on the deal that we're doing, and then have the tools and the know-how and the mindset of an investor, and be able to merge those two things together is absolutely. And then my partner, my spouse, he's a real estate broker for the past 30 years. So again, we bring our expertise together, and and there's nothing him and I cannot do together and accomplish together.